Hey dude, thanks so much for tuning in. This is Joshy J. I want to talk about burnout. So, if you're in a creative industry, this will definitely happen to you. And I want to just talk about some ways that have been helpful for me for dealing with burnout. So, I was chatting to a friend lately, artist friend of mine, about like how to get out of burnout and what does burnout mean. Because the thing is, when you understand what all of these things mean, um, then you had more peace with the whole situation because you understand exactly what's happening. When something just when you don't understand something, it becomes hard for you to break it down. So burnout is just a little obstacle, and hopefully this will be able to make you understand what it is. So burnout essentially is when your brain is getting bored, or when you have been working yourself into a coma, which is what I usually do. So, and a lot of the times, complacency comes hand in hand with burnout. So, being very stagnant in what you're doing. And burnout is an amazing time for you to try new stuff, because when you get bored, your brain almost always wants to be entertained. It always wants to be doing new things, getting excited. It's this like mad monkey machine that always wants to just be doing things. So if you see it in that light, being burnt out, okay, firstly, being burnt out is a great time to take a break. I usually take about 2 days or a day if I'm burnt out. And I just know when I go back, I need to try something new. I need to try a new technique. I need to try a new art form, a new style. I need to try something that's gonna switch it up. And yeah, so burnout is a great time for you to learn a new skill. So my one friend is saying that he actually looks forward to being burnt out, because when he's burnt out, then he knows, okay, I'm gonna get to learn something new. And when you're learning something new, you're always growing. So essentially, burning out is part of the growth process. And don't dig a hole, man. Like, if you're burnt out, just don't force it. Be burnt out. It's okay to be burnt out. Like, everyone gets burnt out. I get burnt out like often, and I know my art friends get burnt out as well. And probably getting burnt out is actually the hardest thing to deal with. It's not even the artwork, like the technical stuff. I can figure that out. It's just the understanding what to do with the burnout. So this has helped me a lot, realizing that it's time to try something new, to switch it up. You know what I do? I change my music genre as well. And I'm like, okay, after I've taken a break, 2 days, solid break. And this is the thing, when you're taking a break, it needs to be a 100% guilt-free break. So not feeling bad that you're not doing the thing that you love because you're burnt out by it. And yeah, taking a complete guilt-free break, and knowing when you come back, you're gonna switch it up. so I change my music as well. I will change my music genre. I'll change um, I'll change it from like a different band that I haven't been listening to before, or just something completely different. I'll even move places in the house. I'll go and sit somewhere else, just to change things up and just know that I'm going in trying something different. And the best part about this is that you will come out of it. Like, you definitely will come out of burnout, and just know that you're gonna come out stronger for it. You're gonna come out stronger for having learned a new skill, having given your brain a break. Because when you give yourself a break, like a literal break, a guilt-free break, then your brain builds muscle and your body builds muscle. So all the muscle gets built that you've been training over this time, and you don't want to force it. So if you are in a burnt out space, just chill out, just literally take a break and be like, okay, when I come back, I'm coming back with full flames to try something new. And pace yourself as well, because we're in this for the long run. We're not in it for short term. We're playing long-term games here. I'm going to jump into real time here, just to talk about what I would do differently and how I kind of approach this piece. So as I was talking about dealing with burnout, you want to come in trying something new. So this was a total, like, I mean, it's not that new. I really like doing this stuff, the very loose, splashy kind of artwork, and kind of letting it come together by itself, if that makes sense. So what I would probably do differently, this was solid. Like, this was a lot of fun because I got to try a whole bunch of new stuff. A lot of the stuff you've seen me do lately is it's very meticulous, and it's like quite detail oriented, focused on rendering. So I just wanted to switch it up and do something a bit more loose. So yeah, this was solid. This was loads of fun. It was such a great thing to do straight after burnout. So one thing I think I wouldn't actually do that much different. The only thing I would do different is probably this area here. It was towards the end, and I was just getting a bit chaos with it, but you guys didn't notice. So, um, and to be honest, when you zoomed out, it actually doesn't affect the whole thing. So you'll have seen when I painted this, I painted with it quite far zoomed out. So I didn't zoom too much in, because I wanted to just focus on the image as a whole. I didn't want to focus on the individual detail areas. Like, for example, if you looking at this image from far away, you're gonna see it's like, you're probably like, yo, it has bigger impact is what I mean. But if you zoom in, I mean, this is chaos. Like, look at this. This is a mess. This is a complete mess, dude. This is like, this could be abstract. Like, if you just took a screenshot of that, boom, that'd be like a Jackson Pollock. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, yeah, so I actually wouldn't change that much. I'm probably going to do more like this in the future. I had loads of fun doing this. I put a poll out on Instagram, and people chose, I put a poll out of a whole bunch of inked images that I drew, and they chose this one as the one to do. So yeah, it was actually loads of fun. I'll probably be doing more like this, and if you guys do want to see more like this, then leave a comment of what you want to see, and hit a sub if you like my artwork. Cool dudes, I hope this helped, and I'll check you guys in the next one.